Good morning, Las Vegas. This is Patrick Frase, Mr. Shine, and we have with us our new lovely lady, Mrs. Rise. Miss Rise, I should
Yes.
say.
Yes,
not Mrs.
Ms.
Ms. Michelle Kubiak. And welcome.
Good morning.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah. We're going to have a great day here.
Yeah.
People, you like that song, that lead-in song that they're playing when we come on? I kind of do. I like the drum beat myself. Anyway, I digress. Welcome this morning. What a beautiful day it is here in Las Vegas, and I hope if you're watching from afar, you get that itch because you want to come to Las Vegas. Yeah, so much is happening, and we'll talk more about that later here this morning. And Michelle, how you feeling? You went on a little trip back. To Arizona? We'll talk about that in a few minutes. So
yes.
She's really refreshed, huh?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to get away and come back to good weather.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, good weather.
Yes.
See, folks, we do have good weather here in Las Vegas.
And it's coming this weekend, for sure. We're going to be in the 80s.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, let's, seeing that you said that, let's do our daily where we kind of take a guess of what the temperature is today.
Oh, yeah. Today, I don't know about today. I know we're probably going to be in the 60s. Right now, we're probably about 55.
Okay, 55. I'll go with that football number, 49.
Yes.
I'll go with. Hey,
did you check the weather?
I didn't. No,
Oh.
I didn't. What is our temperature at this point, dear Madame Maria? She's checking it out.
Look.
Drummer.
My phone's a little slow today.
I think it's 0. No, just kidding.
Yes, I know. Mine's doing the same thing.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. We're having a little fun with our thermometer here this morning.
Yeah,
anyway, but
this just shows how much we rely on technology, and it's not working. But neither of us win. It's 45 degrees right now, with a high of 55.
There you go. All right. Well, with that said, when you said a moment ago, we're going to be climbing up in the temperature, aren't we?
Right.
Oh.
Definitely, it's a good weekend to get out there and go enjoy life, go on a hike, or whatever you can do to get outdoors. Get some vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Yes. Speaking about that, let's talk a little bit. You went on a nice little trip. You were in Arizona, our neighboring state, and you had a good time enjoying some. Where were you over there visiting?
Sedona. I love going to Sedona. I like mainly the trips I like to go on are hiking trips, and so we went hiking in Sedona. It was snowfall all the way up until you get to Sedona, and the weather was great. The food was great. The hikes were great. I got lost on a hike, but I would do that hike all over again now that I know the way. It ended up being about 10 miles.
Oh, wow.
But fun.
When you hike, are you like a serious hiker? Do you use a hiking stick or any of that kind of thing? No, you don't do that kind of thing.
I'm sure when I get older, I will use some hiking sticks. But no, I do what's called scrambling. Oh. And so hiking is when you're walking on the trails, and scrambling is when you're climbing on the rocks, but you're not rappelling using the rope. So I like to climb over the mountain.
Oh, wow. So you're taking those steps over those rocks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you're not rappelling. There's no rope there.
Yeah.
You have to be in pretty good shape for that.
Well, it helps get you in shape.
I mean, the stretching and everything. I'd be a little sore the next day if I did that a lot. In the legs a little bit. But we'll see what we can do here. One of the great things about being in Las Vegas is that we have so much around us. We're close to other beautiful nature environments. I mean, we're right here in Las Vegas. We have the Red Rock Mountains, the canyon, right around this area. We just have some beautiful parks. But look, Michelle just went not too far away to the next state, Arizona, and saw some beautiful, beautiful parks. And oh my gosh.
Yeah, It's about 4 hours from Vegas. And then, like you said, there's Red Rock here. You can hike at Mount Charleston. There's also the railroad tunnels in Henderson, and the hot springs also in Henderson, and we're like 40 minutes away from Valley of Fire and a couple hours away from Zion. So I mean, we're just like in a good position here in Las Vegas and then 4 hours to LA if you need to go to the beach, right?
With that said,
located.
we're going to talk more about why you know so much about this and why it's a good reason to move to this area. And when you move, we're going to be talking to Michelle about who you should contact about that.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Well, with that said, I wanted to say that we want to talk about our sponsors too. We've got some great sponsors who are making this show possible, and Michelle is one of them. And Michelle and her real estate organization, her company, I should say, company, is a member. And we've got some other great sponsors, and we want to thank all of them. And we continue to roll and show their sponsorship when we go on a commercial break. So we thank you for that. So with that said, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in a moment to talk about some of the events of our community that are going on.
See you in a few.
Thank you.
Trying to buy a home these days is tough. We know. We hear it every day. Home inventory is at an all-time low. It's a seller's market, and cash buyers have the advantage. Recently, cash buyers made up more than a quarter of all home purchases. So, how do you compete with cash buyers and win? By becoming a cash buyer yourself. How do you do that? With New American Funding's Buyer Accepted program. Here's how it works. Buyer Accepted LLC, an affiliated company of New American Funding, will buy your new home with cash and sell it back to you for the original purchase price, plus a service fee that can be added to the purchase price of the home once you secure mortgage financing with New American Funding. This turns you into a cash buyer and helps you win the bidding war. And the best part? You don't need to sell your current home first. Don't miss this opportunity to buy your dream home. Call New American Funding today or visit newamericanfunding.com to learn more about becoming a cash buyer and winning the bidding war.
Social Media Shows is a production company based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We offer these services. We've been streaming shows live in real time for over 4 years on major social media platforms and also on our website socialmediashows.com. And we are now on Roku TV. We welcome you to have your own show on our TV network. Call us 651-955-8743 or email us at admin@socialmediashows.com.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine. Patrick here.
And Shine Michelle here.
She's shining all right. We're gonna bring you up to date right now with some the news of the area, some things we like to talk about too on this program, and some pertinent things that are going on in the Las Vegas area. And today I'm going to start it out because this is coming up very fast. And this, Maria, this is even about you. I don't know if you know about this yet, but next week, April 15th through the 19th here in Las Vegas is going to be the NAB show. Do you know about that? That's pretty cool. Reason it is because if you are involved in this very industry right now that we're on, or if you're involved in anything to do with production, be it movies, film, music, anything to do with production and the technologies thereof, we have a show coming here next week that's going to cover all of that. And here's the best part. You can register for free. I'm already registered. I'm going next week just to go to nose around. I want to learn a little bit more about the industry. But there's various things going on throughout the show. You can register for different seminars. Each one of them has a different price range to go and meet some of the experts in this field of electronics, production, creation, anything to do with broadcasting, anything to do with television, you name it. This is going to be, the best part is, this is their 100-year celebration.
Oh, wow.
100 years NAB has been doing this. And guess what? They came to Las Vegas to do it.
I love it.
Thank you.
So many
gosh.
are coming here.
Oh my gosh. And the hotels and all the revenue and the fun these people are going to have. Let me just give you a quick synopsis of, if you don't know what this is. The 2023 NAB show is centennial because it's celebrating 100 years. And will be the pinnacle for all global broadcast, media, and the entertainment industry. So this is like a show that is a show of the show of what Las Vegas shows kind of thing. Because this is what we do here. A portal to the next generation of technology. A catalyst for the best-in-breed products. And a place to experience the power of possibility in people that we meet and the products that they serve us with. So this is, I love that. This is going to be a great show, folks. So if you want, get out there. You can go on Facebook and register. There's no charge for it. And it will be a show that I'm excited to go myself because I'm kind of, personally, I'm into the music industry. And I want to see what's coming on strong in the music industry and all the technology that's being used in recording. And also, I mean, some of the technology that they'll probably have there, maybe even with helping with security in housing and everything.
Right.
Yeah. Have you been to that show before? Have you heard of it?
No, but I am interested, so send me the link after we're done here today. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and technology enters every single business. Like we have something called ChatGPT that I've been using in my business. I've been reading about it. Mm-hmm. Like I wrote a book in a matter of seconds from ChatGPT. It's like, so I'm sure they're going to mention a lot of that there.
I'm sure they'll have booths
there. Yes, a lot of booths. And see, I wonder how that plays into the music industry, you know?
Well, if you have the technology, you have the different, I guess, the technology devices that are used in the recording studios and everything. All those people will be there.
Right, it'll be interesting.
I'll probably end up buying a new drum microphone or something.
Oh.
Like that. Anyway.
Speaking of drums,
of that.
I have a friend/client that actually has a studio at his property, and they actually on April 12th will be having a drum clinic taught by the drummer from the Cult, Les Warner. So I'm hoping to get him on the show as a sponsor so that he can talk to you more about that. Or you can message Maria and get you the information. It is a paid-for event. So, it's interesting. And one of the guys there went during COVID when we were on lockdown. My fiance is in the music industry, or used to be.
Oh.
And I've always wanted to play drums.
Oh.
And so I'm going to the drum clinic. And so I was in 2020 during COVID taking Zoom lessons. So, and I caught on really quick, you know. So, I mean, you're never too old to live your dreams out, right?
Right. It's interesting you say that. I teach drum lessons too, and some of my best students when I start out are females, the ladies. They learn faster.
Yeah.
You do. You learn fast because you're not want to fool around and want to be that MTV rock star. You want to learn the art and what I have to do. And okay, let me see that music and let me, or whatever it has to be, or let me know that beat. And then you learn and you learn and you learn. So ladies, guys, come on. Take some lessons from the ladies on this. Interesting, your friend. I'll have some fun with him if we get him on as a sponsor because I'll make him go through the rudimental test before we allow him on the show.
Oh, okay.
Inside joke. You know how to do that. Well, that's great.
Yes.
Oh, there's so much excitement in this community. You know, and the reality of it is there is a lot of excitement on the Strip. And there's a lot of things going on. Conventions are always coming in. But Michelle and I, because we live here in Las Vegas, we also see what's going on in the community that is not all Strip related or downtown related.
Yes.
There's practical living, fun things going on here. More and more restaurants are opening. There's two more jazz clubs opening that I love to go to. And I just can't believe it's a myriad of things going on here. And it's so exciting to see that. And this is one of the reasons Michelle's on the show, too. Yeah. Not only is she our co-host, my co-host, but she also is a professional realtor. And she's going to be talking here very shortly about what's going on in that industry. What are some of the important things? If you're thinking about moving here to Las Vegas,
Right. Yes.
what should be done? What is that checklist? What's that grocery list? This is what this lady does, ladies and gentlemen. And she's going to talk about that in a few minutes. So we're going to go on break. We're going to be coming right back. We want to thank once again our sponsors, and we're going to see more about them. If you're interested in being a sponsor, and we know you will be by the time all this is over with, please contact Social Media Shows Network, and we will get the information to you. There's different levels, different reasons, and you're going to come on board. We want you on this family.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
Thank you, folks. We'll be right back.
I can already feel you judging me, and not for what I've done in the past, but for what I'm about to do. I had what mattered, and I got careless. Like, I don't deserve more. I don't deserve sympathy. I don't deserve to be here.
Where the hell are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?
Jenna! What is the matter with you?
Someone once told me, you may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's shot of whiskey.
Excuse me, ma'am. My car ran out of gas and I left my wallet at home. Could you please spare a couple dollars so I can refuel my vehicle?
I literally have nothing.
What's it gonna take to get you to join the program?
Get back, dog! If Jesus wanted you to have a dog, he would have blessed you with a bowl and a leash now, wouldn't he?
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause, because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
And we're back.
Yes, we are. We're back. Patrick and Michelle here. And this is kind of the fun part of our show, and actually a real down-to-earth where we get into the banter of an industry. And if you don't already know, Michelle is a professional realtor here, Michelle Kubiak. And we have a very special segment that we're going to be talking about now. And it's called Real Estate Moments with Michelle. Michelle, welcome. First of all, thanks for being a sponsor.
Yes.
And second of all, let's get educated about what it means to buy a house and to move into Las Vegas.
Yes, because a lot of the people that are moving here are from out of state. We just had a general sales event for the Association of Realtors last week. And the top state that businesses are moving here from are California, believe it or not, by a landslide. So as you know, then that means the people from that business have to move here. And so a lot of people that move here don't know about Las Vegas, and or the people that have never bought a home. And what I always tell my clients that have not lived here before is make sure, like, when you're looking at a home, say you fall in love with a home, us as realtors by law can't tell you, oh, this is a good neighborhood. Oh, this is the demographics of this neighborhood. We just can't. It's against our code of ethics. So I have my clients, if they've never lived in Vegas before, go talk to the neighbors. Go talk to the neighbors, see how they like the neighborhood, see how long they lived here. And, there's a lot of neighborhoods here in Las Vegas where people have lived there for 10 years or longer. So I have them, talk to the neighbors, drive by the neighborhoods at night to see, because the neighborhoods really talk at nighttime. So if you got partiers in the neighborhood or whatever's going on, that way you know the neighborhood that you're moving into.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like something you just said, because it's the core of myself, the ethics of it. I respect you for being an agent that's ethical about wanting to disclose the best that you can within the law.
Right.
That shows that you care for people.
Right.
And that's really important when it comes to choosing a real estate agent. So
and I
check one.
Yeah.
You passed that one right there immediately.
And I care about my license, I mean, if I do anything that is outside of the code of ethics, I can get a violation, a fine, and lose my license, and I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm. Let's just check just a moment here. What are the kind of clients that you bring on? What kind of properties are they looking at? Just a house, some of them, or is there all different? You cover the gambit of real estate, or
yes, I cover pretty much every type of property because I've been a licensed full-time agent since 2001. So I have repeat clients over and over again, and where they want to move is where I go, and then, of course, marketing, I get more, I don't just rely on my past clients. I am constantly marketing and going out there. And so last year I listed a couple of high rises. Okay. So we have a high rise properties on the Strip. We have what is called a condo hotel. So if you're an investor, a condo hotel is something like MGM, the residences at MGM. There is Palms Place, and then Platinum are condo hotels. You buy those, they're not owner-occupied, and you can rent those out like a hotel room. And so the actual hotel will help you with that. There's also high-rises that you can live in as high as 30 million, and there's some on the Strip and some outside of the Strip. So, I mean, there's just a huge variety of properties in Las Vegas. Then we have Vintage Vegas, where there's, the place that used to be where all the doctors lived, and Rancho Circle and Scotch 80s and all of those places that existed before Summerlin and became a thing.
This is interesting you say that. I signed up. I'm going on Las Vegas, Clark County historic tours. They take you through those neighborhoods. There's some going on, a lot of them in the downtown area, between downtown and Container Park, the Arts District. Some of the old, great vintage stories of what in those neighborhoods, the old West Side. And what's great about it, folks, here's another thing. This community, this city, is putting money back into restoring and keeping the history of those neighborhoods intact.
Right.
And if people want to live there, take a tour, talk to the neighbors that live there, and if they want to move to that area because you like the vintage or you like that old style porch or whatever it would be called. So that's great. Just excitement, and thank you for being involved in all of the kind of real estate sales you're involved in.
It's
yes.
Yeah, you have to know all of the market in case somebody wants to see a certain property. And because I'm a full-time realtor, I have to know areas. I have to go out there and preview properties and see what's going on and stay up to date. Because I don't ever want somebody to ask me a question and I'm like,
It's like, wow, you knew enough to direct me to go find that answer over here. And I want to learn too. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I want to say that I used since I've been here now a little over 3 years is the library system in this community is amazing. You can use it for meetings and anything, productions and things. So our libraries to go and do research on some of the things that you're talking about that you probably do yourself. So folks, we're blessed with amenities here. Not only the house that you are going to move in and the neighborhood that you're going to love, and up the street, the amenities of shopping and the stores. but all the cultural events, the theaters, the libraries
Right.
are all here. That's just beautiful to be here in this community. And one thing that we talk about quite often is who can I go to for information? Well, I would say if I was somebody who was buying a house, I know I'd come to you right away. But your realtor is the person that kind of one of the first persons you meet. That's
Right.
your first ambassador
Mhm.
to the community, and you cover some things there. And folks, we're going to do this. We're going to take a little break again. We want to go over some of our sponsors. Thank you. You can be a sponsor of the show. So take a look. We thank the sponsors that are being advertised, and we're going to come back and talk about maybe one or two of the main issues of what you need to look at through the help of your realtor when you're going to go and purchase that home. Okay? Thank you, and we'll be right back.
And we're back.
Yes, we are. Welcome back. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to learn something right now. We have Michelle Kubiak with her realty business. I'm sorry about that. She should be an association in herself because she's got a plethora of information. And here we go with the real estate moments.
My name is Michelle Kubiak. I am a full-time realtor with Berkshire Hathaway. I've been with the in real estate since 2001, and I love it. It's my passion, and I didn't know it was my passion. You know, I started out. I was waiting tables, and some guys from a title company came up to me and said, "You should get in real estate." And they'd tell me every single time they saw me, they'd sit at the bar, and I was like, "Oh, no." And then finally I listened and found out that it's my passion because I come from the customer service business, and so that's what I do in my business is customer service. It's not sales. For me, it's not sales. And you know, and it's educating the public. It's educating my clients on, you know, how we have to go about looking at a home. Like I have some first-time home buyers getting approved right now, and then, you know, once they're approved, then I go over the process with them. I give them teasers of looking at homes online. I have them on a search and so forth, and so. And then I have to tell them, like we were talking earlier, you know, drive by the neighborhood, talk to the neighbors when you're looking to buy a house, because you're paying a lot of money for a house, and you want to make sure that what you're buying is something that you're going to be able to live in for at least 2 years. I mean, the average time people are in homes is anywhere from 3 to 7 years. So, you know, you want to make sure, because like I was telling Patrick earlier, you know, when somebody gets killed in a house or dies in a house, we're not at liberty. We're not in a state that allows us to say, yes, there was a murder here, you know? So that's another reason that I send people to the neighbors, you know, because we can't talk about that. You know, we just can't say, yeah, this person was murdered in this. No, we just
It's
can't.
interesting. I would have never thought that was an ethical rule, but I can understand why. Well, let's say I saw that house and I drove there and I contact you and you're going to be my realtor. One of the first things you got to do is get financing.
Right.
And so you work with a person who helps you with financing, and we'll talk about that here. With that said, do you think it's very good to go out and get like pre-financed then? Is that like a good idea? Let's go with this information because it's.
Yeah, so your first step, you can contact a realtor first, and then we'll direct you to 3. By law, we have to give you 3 different lenders.
Can one of them be somebody you know?
All of them.
Oh, all of them you
Yeah,
go. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's because
Yeah.
that means they know at least you have a trusted idea, and they get to choose which one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And one
Good.
of the lenders that I work with is actually a sponsor now. He'll be on in a couple weeks, and so we're starting to pick up in the market. Pretty busy. There's some the houses that are priced right are having multiple offers again, and we're closing deals. This is the busy time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere between April 12th and 16th is the best time to get your house on the market. And we're coming up to that. And just a couple days ago, there was 5 offers on a house that I wanted to show. And then I was just getting ready to write an offer for another client on a house. And that house went under contract before we could write the offer.
Oh,
So, I mean, that we can't look at the media, the big news of the doom and gloom.
Mm-hmm.
But you come to a realtor first. We'll give you the stats, real life stats, and then we'll direct you to give you some lenders or have you go to your bank to get an approval. You want to have at least 2 to compare.
2.
So we'll you can do that and get your pre-approval done, and then we go shopping.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they
so-
get the pre-approval. It's sitting over here. They're feeling pretty good. And
Yeah.
Mom and Dad says, "Okay, let's go shopping." They
Yes.
turn to Michelle,
Yes.
and you take them on a shopping trip. Is what you
Right.
do.
Yes.
So okay.
I get their criteria. I sit down and find out what they want. Go over it. It usually takes me about 2 houses with a client to listen to what they want, see what they're looking at, to where I know exactly what to get them, and then I could practically go shopping for them from just listening to their wants and needs. And then once we go shopping and get under contract, I mean, there's a whole process, definitely want to get a home inspection on any home that you buy. That checks the mechanical, the roof, and so forth. So, and then if you're getting financing, there's the appraisal process to make sure it's not overpriced.
Mm-hmm. Do you, speaking about the inspection, you help people with that too? You might recommend an inspector that you know is worthy and does this. So that's another thing right there that a realtor does. You wear many hats and the many things you have to do. It's like the spokes of a wheel. I mean, the financing and the neighborhood and the house and then we got to go through the inspection, and then we go through any titles and all that. You help them with all of that.
Right.
Oh.
There's a lot of moving parts. But the good news is I have a lot of practice doing it.
Yeah.
22 years.
And you have good contacts in the community.
Yes.
You know the community. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a lot involved, but it is good. Like I just got to turn over keys to a first-time buyer last week, and we're going to take pictures today in front of the house because their kids want it on TikTok. So I have the props for it. I mean, and it's fun, they'll have
She
those
sets you up the
memories.
Hollywood thing
Yes.
here. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh, that's got to be that's like you say when people get the key. That's got to be the day of joy.
Yes, I cry every time. I don't know what it is, just because I've been with them through the process. And buying a home or selling a home is super stressful. It's in one of the top 5 stressful things you'll do in your lifetime. So it's paramount to have the right person on your side, the right people, the right team, and the team consists of the lender, the realtor, the inspector, the appraiser, the title company. I mean, there's more than one person involved in the purchase or sale of a home.
Very, very good. Yeah, interesting that while you were talking, I was thinking, there might be some people too who are looking because maybe there's some health issues, or they're older, or somebody in the family is disabled. You take that into account too, how they will be able to access in and out of that home, and make sure that it's set that way. If they want that home, to make sure that the standards are brought up. There's a lot. I mean, ADA and all that kind of thing with some of it. There's that in itself. And have you had to deal with any clients that, so from firsthand? Yeah.
Yes, I've had elderly people that have needed to move out of their home, sell their home, and we're looking for assisted living places, and I got to learn all of them because I drive them around and help them, because it's unbelievable how many don't have family living here near them. And we have to advocate not just for we just have to advocate for everybody that needs our help, and whether I'm taking them to an assisted living to preview it, and I don't get paid for that, but it's not always about the money. It's not. It's about helping somebody that is. It's stressful and emotional for them to have to go move into one of those places.
Yes.
It really is, and so just being a guide and being of service.
Yeah, right.
It's more of being of service to help anybody and everybody, whether they're young or elderly.
I have to say, this dear lady, this professional, has gone or goes above and beyond of anybody I've ever met in this business. I mean, to go with the elderly. I mean, I remember I have a mother who is 90, going on 93, and we had to do this for her. And we had a realtor who cared for her like you did this way, because it is very stressful, and it's a transition of life, and it's all about quality of life and helping people, the last few years of their life have quality about it and not have to worry and stress about it. So, Michelle, I commend you for going way above and beyond, because I don't always hear this from other people who have gone through this stressful moments, that they got that kind of help. It's difficult enough to get it from the social services side of things, for the medicine and all that kind of stuff for the elderly, but to help them move to where you are, where they need to go. So amazing. One of the points I guess we talked about a couple weeks ago was, now the next point is they find that house, they're getting ready to maybe close on it. You know what they want. Maybe you need to take them to a couple more homes because you kind of know that client now, what they need. So what is it then from the point when somebody's in that house? What does it feel like for you, or what do you see when they walk around, and do they come back? Have you ever had them come back where they go, "This is it. This is the one. What do we do?" Now, how is that go then? I mean, how is that when you feel that coming? Yeah.
Well, it's more like they know it when they walk in the front door.
Oh, okay.
Because of the way the house flows, and it's all about energy, right? Like
Yeah.
if they walk in, the house feels good, looks good, they just know it. It's not. I don't believe I'm in sales. I believe they have to choose their house. I'm not going to push anybody into doing it. They're going to know when that house is the house for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just there to show it to them, and to just, when they ask the next steps. The feeling is, okay, let's go write it up. And the process for writing an offer is we have to make sure there's no other offers on the property. If there's offers, I try to find out how much the highest offer is. And then, I show them the area comps. So, I mean, there's a big process for it. But to your answer to your question is, they know it when they walk in the house,
Okay.
Just like, I mean, even if you're walking into a rental, whether it's clean or if you're walking in to buy something, you just know it.
Yeah. I've heard stories where they're with their children, and the children are going around the house, and they come back and go,
room.
"Mommy, that's my bedroom. This is it. Sign it. Do it. Do it." I mean, you see
All the
the
time.
excitement of the children.
Yes, I've had little 4-year-olds, and I try to involve the kids in it also, and call them my assistant and have them help me open the lock boxes,
Oh, cool.
Because, I mean, it's probably hard for parents to lug their kids around.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not a parent, but I mean, to bring everybody. So it's just getting everybody involved in the whole process, and it's even fun when the kids come to the closing at the title company, it's fun. Just,
Wow. Well,
so
it's
they
interesting.
can watch.
You may not realize you might be bringing in a future realtor.
Yeah, I know.
When
a few of them. That's how, one of the reasons I used to help my neighbor with open houses when I was 12, not thinking I'd be a realtor one day.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you can reach me at, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Michelle with 1L _M Kubiak, Las Vegas Realtor. I would love for you to follow me. I have some home safe links on my link tree, or you can contact me via text or phone at 702-683-6576, and I'd be honored to help you with anything Las Vegas real estate.
Give that phone number one more time.
702-683-6576, and if you follow me on Instagram, though, you can get all that information, and you can even buy smart home devices there.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about that smartphone, there's probably going to be some of those devices at the NAB show this week that starts on the 15th. So, folks, if you want to see what's going to happen with that technology, you can go to the show and do that. And you can register for free to do that. So just go on NAB, and we'll talk about that after. So, okay, Michelle, it's exciting because here we are. When you get done with this program, and this is going to run for another week, and then we have another great program next week, you walk out this door, and you're going to work.
Yeah.
You probably have clients, and you're going to work right away.
Yes.
So I commend this dear lady, this professional lady, because here she is doing this program, taking the time out of her day, educating us. I've learned so much. And then she goes from here to see those clients, and maybe some of those clients or future clients are watching this program right now, and you're going to get a hold of this dear lady. She just gave you the information, and you're going to contact her. And I hope you please do, because I'm sitting next to her, and people who know me believe and know that I love authenticity in a person. I can feel the vibe right here. This is authentic. This is the real deal. Oh, yeah. So you want somebody you can trust, somebody who cares for you, somebody that goes, oh, you're buying a house. Well, okay, that's good. I want to hear about the customer service I have to provide you. She said that. She's not saying, I'm going to shove a house down your throat because you need to buy one. No, that's. I commend you for that. So, do I feel that aura? Because that's not the way she is. So, please do contact her. And if you're interested, like Michelle has become a sponsor for our shows here on Social Media Shows Network, please contact us. We're looking for sponsors, people like you who are authentically into your trade, into your career, into your passion. We want to see you as sponsors on this show. And we also would then love to bring you on and talk about what you do to make people happy, to make people satisfied with the business that you provide them. See, this is all about business. And here we know that when you're taken care of, people mostly talk better than any kind of a sales sign out there or anything. They'll talk to 10 people because they had great service. So when this lady comes, works with you, works for you, helps you find that house, we know you're going to talk about it, all in a good way. And we want to thank all of our sponsors who are being talked about. You moved them in, you had the tears, you celebrated. Is there a follow through that you may do like a couple weeks later, or how do you do that? How do you like bring them some more icing for their cake, so to speak?
Well, I check in regularly. You know, I don't ever want anybody to forget me, because I've heard a lot that, I don't even remember who my realtor was. I do client appreciation. I give pies, and I have parties. Not everybody got to come to my party last year. It was at Red Rock Lanes. And then I check in on them. I drop a handwritten note sometimes, or I'll call. I'm friends with a lot of them on Facebook too, because then you stay connected, and I send them their birthday cards, as long as I have their birthday, it's just staying in constant communication, because I like to nurture those relationships because they were so good to me, using me to help them.
Well, very good. Authentic. We love this. We love it. We love it. Yeah. So we're going to let you know that next week we have a very special guest coming on who also is one of our sponsors.
Yes.
So make sure that you continue to watch this show, Rise and Shine, and there's at least 6 or 7 other shows on Social Media Shows Network that our great producer, who's on the other side of the camera, thank you, Maria,
Yes,
for
thank
putting
you.
this show together and so many other shows. We really appreciate it. We really have a good time, Michelle and I. Don't forget, please, if you can, go and patronize our sponsors.
Yes.
You're going to see them as we run their ads and run what they do in their business. You'll see that throughout the breaks that we have here on this show and the other Social Media Shows Network. So once again, I think Michelle and I are getting ready to go out and conquer the world. You're going to go see some of your clients.
Yeah.
And, any
And
last minute things you'd like to say?
I do. I know that Social Media Shows Network also takes donations. So if you're wanting to donate to, contribute to the show, they're always open for donations and sponsorships. So we'd love to have both.
Yes, very much so. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. And we're going to go and get ready for another great week here in Las Vegas. Thank you, folks, from Mr. Shine and
Right. Have a great week.
Thank you now.
Uh-huh.